yeah, we had you tired the whole time. Yeah.
Okay, time to play with the boys. There's a big rock in the grass. This should be fun for you to watch, Eagles. You'll be able to see the alternative lines.
That's a nice way of putting it.
Because I can dice in and out of you at any second. So I've been trying to pick a different spot each time.
So last weekend it was all about coaching my buddies, and one thing I like to do when coaching people is really mix it up with them. I think you can learn a lot from dicing, and so I get right in the mix and I put a little bit of pressure on them from behind, and then I show them a lot of wheel. And especially if you're gonna get into racing, it's really, really good to get comfortable with people being really, really close to you. As you can see right there, I nearly ran into my friend here because he kind of changed his line a little bit. So what's cool about it is it's really good for the pupil and it's really good for the teacher too, because I really like being up close and personal when I ride. And when you have a guy in front of you that's a far less experienced rider and switches lines a lot and maybe takes bad lines and can cut you off, it's really, really pretty cool to you can see me giving him shaka there as I'm passing him on the straightaway. It's really cool to have to be able to make these quick decisions. So there was many times where I almost ran into the back of him, and it just kept me on my toes. And if I'm going to get back into racing again, this kind of stuff is really awesome. So it's not hard for me. You can see, I just riding wheelies down the straightaways and stuff. These guys are, no offense, but they're far below my skill level, so I just putt along behind them, and it's just really, really fun. I think probably the best part about it for me is that it really keeps me out on the track a lot longer than when I ride by myself, because I ride so much faster by myself that I can't hold on, and these guys are regulating my speed. So what I did here most of the day with Josh is that I would get behind him, I would pull off the side of the track, and then I would count to 5, 1 1,000, 2 1,000, 3 1,000, and then I would take off and I would catch him relatively quickly, and then I would usually wait 1 or 2 corners riding right on his wheel, and then I would pass him, usually in an area where he was struggling to find traction and stuff, so that I could show him alternative lines. And this is really good for myself also, because we always get into these one-line mindsets where we're not utilizing enough of the track. And when I'm following around Josh and his bike is all over the place, it's forcing me to challenge my thinking and me to pick different lines too. And it's also getting me to use better traction control and throttle control and all this sorts of things that make me a better rider. So this is really fun development training, and I really enjoy this a lot. It's so much funner than just riding around on the track with somebody when you actually are kind of just dicing with them, and it's a really good experience for both parties. This is a pretty funny pass. I passed Josh on the inside here, and then I float to the outside. You'll see me hit this big fluffy berm, and then I go back to the inside, and on the inside there's this big huge rock in the grass, and I barely kept it on 2 wheels. So this track has a lot of big rocks in the grass. Some of them are just natural, some of them are ones that we threw out of the track, and if you get off into the grass at all, you're at huge risk for hitting rocks. So you can see on passes like this where I go completely out of sight almost instantly. This track has 1 minute lap times. I currently have the fastest lap at 1:06. I know I can go faster than that. I was already tired when I set that fastest time. And these guys that I'm riding with are somewhere around 1:35 for their lap times. So it's not hard for me to get away from them really quickly. And that's why it's so fun to ride, because I can just toy with them and I can push them way beyond their limits really easily and have a good time with it. So this is a good example of the train here. This is Rich coming up on the right. This is a slippery off-camber uphill, and he probably crashed 5 to 6 times that day trying to go up it.
I did the same thing he did. I did the same thing.